Hey, good morning, Trondhjem friends, and welcome to this week's episode of Patio Ponderings. I'm Pastor Sue, and I'm so glad you decided to join me today. My patio is in the backyard of one of our Trondhjem families, and I will tell you in a little bit why I chose this spot today. So this past Sunday, we started a series of readings based on the Nourishing Vocation Project that Trondhjem is taking part in. And the Nourishing Vocation Project is a project that is about spiritual renewal and looking at what we as individuals in the church are called to be, who we are called to be, and why are we here. And at the base of this Nourishing Vocation Project is a spiritual practice called Vocare. And Vocare is an acrostic. And so each week for the next 6 weeks in these patio ponderings, I'm going to talk about each letter of Vocare. And I'm going to put some more information about all of this, the Nourishing Vocation Project and Vocare, in the notes to this video. So I'm going to start with the V of Vocare. And the V is about values and what our values are, and reflecting on if we are choosing to live by our values, and also our values, the values that God calls us to have. Values came up in an interesting way for me this week. We are doing some painting and a little remodeling in our house this week, and I was talking with the contractor who's doing that work for us and explaining the story of our house. 25 years ago, we lost our house and pretty much everything we had in a fire. And it really made us rethink our values. And I was sharing this with the contractor that it really pushed us to think about what was really important to us in our life. And we found that the things in our life, our material possessions, are of much lower value than we had understood them to be. And what was truly valuable to us is the relationships that we had. We found so many people in our lives that came around us in love and support at that super difficult time. And we realized that's really what that's really what life is about, right? Is the people in our lives, our family, our friends, even our coworkers were absolutely amazing for us. And so that helps us think about, are we living our life in accordance with our values? Is our life reflection of the importance that we put on the people in our lives? And so that's why I chose this particular backyard, because this family, I see living out their values every day. They too put a huge value on their family and friends and the people in their lives, and they have created a backyard and a space here for all these important people in their lives to gather. They have invested in what they value. Now, I think what can happen over time is that we can lose sight of our values, and so it's important to touch base with our values every so often, and that's exactly what the Vocare spiritual practice helps us do. It reminds us to think again about what we value. And it's super basic. You know, a lot of times we think about a spiritual practice involves this ritual or that reading or doing this thing or that thing. This spiritual practice is very simple. It just asks us to reflect on 2 questions. 1, what do I value? And 2, how am I living my values? Now, you can do this just simply meditating on those questions anytime. You can do this by looking for some formal tools to help you think through your values. You can involve prayer. You can involve a lot of the study materials that are available to us through this Nourishing Vocation Project. Lots of ways to do that. One of the ways that I have engaged in this Vocare practice is just to pick one question from the Vocare acrostic, and just to think about it while I'm out for my morning walk. So, what are your values? I'd love to hear what you have to say. And how have you adjusted your life to live out those values? And where are those places in your life where maybe you need to rethink your values? And is there anything I can do to help you in that process? As always, I would love to hear what you are thinking about. Enjoy this beautiful day. We'll see you on Sunday. Bye.